Yarn expert Clara Parks is back with me to talk about soft spun yarns. What does that mean exactly?
Well, soft spun yarns, it's basically like mostly what we know of as yarn is fibers that have been twisted tightly, right? But did you know that you can actually take the fibers off the machinery before they even go in to be spun? This is quite often one of the final stages before, when fiber is being prepared before it's spun. You can peel those off, strand them together, wind them into a little cake, and knit straight from that. They don't have to be twisted.
Wow, so this is what would generally be referred to as a roving, is that right? Which is just kind of a style of preparing the fiber, right?
Yeah, roving.
Generally when we mean that.
Sometimes they call it sliver, but I mean, that's splitting hairs.
So to speak.
Yes, pardon the pun.
So, and this is the fabric that it knits up into.
Yeah.
It has a very cool character to it.
It does. A lot of people feel like that there's not enough energy in here to hold together when you knit it, but that's forgetting that what happens after you knit it and you wash it, it's like you're partly felting the fibers together into a fabric that actually holds together really well. This is unwashed, and then this is after washing.
This has amazing loft.
Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah.
And a fabric's warmth is a factor of how much still air it traps. And so this is a delightfully warm fabric that weighs next to nothing.
Well, because if you look at the actual yarn itself, or kind of proto-yarn, it's just sort of a mass of fibers that are just in a cloud all together.
Yep, they've just been sort of brushed together for general order, and then, oh no, what happened? You may be wondering why I brought this lovely cup of water with me today. Basically, this is what everybody's fear is when you're knitting, you know, and you're trying to pull it to maintain tension, it does fall apart easily. But this is where the qualities of wool come into play very nicely. Now, we're being formal here, so I'm going to dip this in water and dip that guy in water. You can just as easily wipe your mouth with it. They call it spit splicing.
For a reason.
For a reason, very effective. So you have two little wet ends, overlap them, put them in your hands, and then you rub vigorously.
Oh, you're just felting them.
I'm just felting them in my hand. And then, ding,
Oh, that's great.
it actually holds together better there than it did elsewhere.
So any other tips for working with this kind of yarn, very, very softly or even totally unspun?
The biggest tip I would recommend, again, pardon the pun here, would be the tip of your needle. Because this is so barely spun, the blunter the needle tip, the better. You don't want to jab into a lot of those fibers. You want to keep your stitches nice and even. Also kind of regulating your movement, keeping each stitch very intentional, which also helps keep from snagging and kind of sloppy, kind of draggy pickups. But it's actually very, very easy to knit with.
Well, I noticed that your yarn ends are a little bit, you know, in this washed swatch. They've kind of felted.
Yep, I left those there as a lesson to the rest of the world. With this kind of yarn, with any kind of loosely spun yarn, you really want to darn your ends before you wash.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, because here you can see I don't know if it's quite as visible, but it's really starting to fall apart here. And you don't want that to happen. You want to be able to secure that end before going into the wash.
And would you use the same yarn to seam a project?
No, I wouldn't, for the very reason that as you're pulling the yarn through, it's going to start stretching on you. So I would try to find something that is similar color, obviously, but has a little bit more twist to it. It doesn't have to have a ply structure. It can still be a single strand of twisted fibers, but just something with a little bit more twist to it.
Okay. And you know, we have this other yarn on the table that is also pretty softly spun, but definitely different from this.
Yeah, and that, in fact, if you could find a complementary color of a yarn like this, that's what you would use to seam this. What's going on here is that it also has wool, but it has some alpaca in it, and alpaca tends to have a longer fiber length, greater strength. So here, just the addition of twist. Watch what happens.
And just a little twist, really.
Just a little twist. It's really not that much, but you still have a similar kind of like knitting with Play-Doh, these wonderfully round dumpling-like stitches, very clear stitch definition. You have greater wearability with this, so if you were knitting like a sweater for a kid, you might want to use that. A sweater for you, where you can luxuriate in, you'd want to use that yarn.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. So that's the story with soft spun. Thanks so much, Clara.